Hi, this is Amber with Bug Off Pest Control. This video is going to be a little bit about different types of treatments performed for termites. Treatment can really vary case by case. It all depends on location of termites, what kind of slab the property is on. It could be a floating or monolithic or a post-tension. So yeah, there will be just a couple different methods that are shown here. The treatments that are shown in these videos and pictures were performed at 2 different commercial buildings. So it's not a whole lot different than what would be performed on a house, but like I said, they vary case to case. So this kind of gives you an idea of what a termite treatment would entail. Here's a quick picture of Corey getting ready to do a treatment. So here you have a few different termite tubes coming up a crack in the floor where the floor meets the brick wall. And what they're doing is they're building these tubes to try and find cellulose. They travel in the tubes because termites are blind, and they need some sort of guide to kind of get them to where they're going. Here you can see the shelter tubes coming up the crack there and then going up the brick wall. And Corey was able to inject chemical right into that crack. Sometimes in order to get chemical under a slab, you actually have to drill holes and then you inject the holes with termiticide. So here Corey's drilling a hole so he can get chemical pumped under the slab of the building because the termites are actually on a wall inside the building. You'll see a picture of that coming up. A common misconception about termites is that the evidence is always going to be on the exterior of the structure. Here's an example of where termites popped up on the inside without ever showing any signs on the outside. This was, there was a picture frame hung up and they discovered termites once they took the picture frame down. Here's a better look of those holes that were drilled. Here are the holes after they've been patched. After Corey injected them with termiticide, I patched them back up. So treating the exterior, anywhere that soil meets the foundation, a trench is dug based on the label, the termiticide label, and that is then drenched with termiticide and covered up. Here's Corey putting down termiticide in one of the trenches that was dug. And after he finishes here, we'll cover that back up and try to make it look like we were never here. And this is what it looks like when it's done and covered up. So every job varies, like I said, with termites. In that picture that I showed of the termite evidence, what they were doing was they were actually eating the paper off drywall. So they will eat any kind of cellulose debris, whether it be paper, cardboard. If you go out in the desert, you'll see leaves getting eaten by termites. Any kind of cellulose debris. The other thing I wanted to mention was that the reason that the soil is treated is because the most common type of termite we get here in Arizona is actually the subterranean termite, and they actually live in the soil. So those shelter tubes, they're actually traveling back and forth to whatever kind of cellulose debris they're after and back into the soil. They actually have to go back into the soil every 24 hours or else they will die. So those shelter tubes, a lot of times you'll see them kind of trying to get their way back to the soil. I've literally seen them building straight from ceilings, trying to build down to the ground. They're pretty resilient little creatures. And so the reason that we treat the soil is because they will actually be traveling through the barrier of chemical that way. Like I said, every case is different. Sometimes if they're in the wall and you don't see where they're coming from, you have to inject into the drywall. Every case is different. If you are suspicious that you have termites, or if you have any questions, or just want somebody to come out and look and see if you may have any evidence at your house, you can reach out to us at Bug Off Pest Control. You can reach us at bugoffpestaz.com. You can also call us. Jaylee in the office would be happy to get you scheduled for a inspection. You can call us at 480-370-5075. Thank you.